Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Heroes of Might and Magic 3 Heart of the Abyss. Here we are in the Forged in Fire campaign and it's time for a new order to rise in Burton. Because one has risen while we were away and we don't like it. But now we're going to enter. Nothing happened plot-wise, but we know now that we need to defeat Wededh, or whatever his name is. So that's what we're doing next. Can we get there and back again to reinforce you? Let's give it a go, shall we? In you get. It's time to upgrade these armadillos and these halflings. We're going to add them to our inventory. I guess we'll keep the Pegasi. Not a lot else to build in this little place now, is there? No. We can work towards a serpentarium, but we need crystal and other fancy things like that, which we certainly do not have at this time. Well, there's crystal on the floor. We obviously have this gem pond. I'm tempted to have Winona move in this direction a little just to make sure there's no missing things. But it does appear to me at this time that it's like, kill this Kirk. It's defeat Morton to get to this. But yeah, kill Wededh, get into the portal, claim Rotwang. I think it's worth having one day of scouting in this direction, then we need to backtrack quickly so we can actually be ready to deal with this. Even then, it's a little bit edgy, to be honest. We do need to clear the negative morale we currently have as well. So that's a thing. Let's move here and deal with the greater basilisks. That's a good move. We can deal with the morale problems. Let's just cast shield. I don't know these dudes. You know, instead we'll cast Slayer. And then we'll cast a different spell next turn. Well, we tried to cast a different spell. We failed. We're going to cast Murph, because that will negate, well, partially. Turns out grave digging's quite unpopular. It didn't help much. Who knew? Digging graves was such a desecrating thing. Alright, hit that dude. He barely lived. Still negative morale. My goodness, these people need to calm down. What a ridiculous amount of damage we're having to take. Blessings. There we go. We dealt with the problem. Alright, but we've revealed that there is Arcadia here, so we definitely want to get here at some point. It's another trailblazer. I think I want to grab the Dwarven Treasury now. That does give us some crystal and some money. Can we make this happen this turn, though? I don't think so, but I don't think we need to this turn. But we'll grab this and we'll make our way back. We've faffed around long enough. Okay, your turn. Thulig. So we almost have enough money for the upgrade, and we need to build a little bit more crystal. But that certainly helped. Let's reinforce Henrietta, who's going to need to divert slightly to receive the reinforcements. But that's okay. She should now be ready to take on this foe. I think. I guess I need to actually access the quest gate first to see if it's going to let us in. Yes, it will. Okay, good. Now we can face you. How bad, how hard can it be, truly? Apparently quite difficult. Well, we don't know what's going to happen. Can we start with a slow, please? We've got a Cape of Silence in effect. So that's somewhat of a problem. What about... we could do Frenzy on our Halfling Grenadiers. Let's lock this guy in, shall we? That's a good start. Anti-magic. Well, I'll cast Frenzy on my Halfling Grenadiers. Oh, we didn't get a lucky strike there. He just passes his turn, as he should. So, we now need to work out how we're going to keep this guy back. We do not have the ability to raise creatures from the dead. A little bit unfortunate. Let's pull back with our Coatls. We should also use Frenzy on the Coatls. Excellent. It's a nice, solid hit. Question is, do I actually hit with these dudes? I kind of think no. Suppose I should actually just body block for the range stack, right? So, let's wait. You can wait as well. You can also wait. Oh, we got the Orb of Oblivion. So even if we could raise, it doesn't matter. Those armadillos just cease to exist. Isn't it magical? Being removed from play, some might say. Well, let's cast Frenzy. That's a nice, solid hit. I think it's probably worth me losing the Orgoi Korkoi, so we can just get a nice surround with the Coatls. Now we basically need to hope for... I guess I'll teleport you here, and everyone else then runs away bravely. There we go. A lucky hit would be nice. It wasn't that nice. Okay, well, we just need to teleport you again back to where you were. There's not a lot of room to hide, however. Could we start defending? No. No. I guess what we should do is let's reload this battle, roll it back, and instead of doing what we did, we can rearrange our units slightly. Let's unite our Coatls. I did like the Grenadiers, they were doing a good job. The Armadillos are not going to last very long. Arguably we could have not brought the Orgoi Korkoi, because they're just dying, but... that's a lesson for past me, and possibly you if you're using this as a tutorial. Okay, let's begin the combat. We will cast Frenzy on our Coatls, and then charge in there. We didn't get a lucky strike, however. Didn't get a lucky strike there either. Can we block you in? Possibly. Not really. I'd need to block you in with the Orgoi Korkoi. Let's get out of the way. And yes, the Orgoi Korkoi need to plug this gap. There we go. Time to Frenzy again. Morale is excellent, because that means we get double use out of our Frenzy attack. That is good. Alright, if you can, run for your life. I don't think it's going to work, but if you can. Can we hypnotize? Nope. We can Fire Shield. See if that discourages them from attacking. It does. Alright. I think that was probably better. But we defeat Wededh and claim the Ring of Oblivion and the Cape of Silence. I don't know if we're going to equip these things, but we have them. Also grab the Brown Keymaster's tent. We are worthy, and we shall be allowed to pass. So we can now, for example, grab this troglodyte mine in the future. I think there's a few other Brown Keymaster's tents, like we can now gain access to this area. So that's good. I guess Winona could swing down and do this stuff, if Henrietta's a bit busy. We'll see about that. For now, a good start, and a good finish. Let's enter. That day, the koatel that Noana and I had been trying to make into a scout returned to camp. It was not yet convinced that these creatures could be useful anywhere but on the battlefield. Still, the elf insisted that the koatels were incredibly intelligent. She'd found common ground of these creatures much faster than I'd hoped, perhaps thanks to Talmac's ritual. I'd almost forgotten the thrill of watching my friend help a small serpent, its feathers all shades of red, out of the ancient egg. It felt as if it had been generations ago, back when the koatels reigned over the world, and the world was just a few islands. Winona's bond of her new friends was unusual yet unbreakable. Hugging the tired scout by his big craggy head, she could see everything that he himself had seen over the last few days. It seemed as though we were not the only targets of the bounty hunters Castor had sent out. The koatel saw several gunslingers dragging along a shackled man who looked like an alchemist. There was also another prison to the north, being guarded by juggernauts, but there was no way of knowing who was languishing there. We were not alone in our struggle against Castor. It at least felt somewhat encouraging. Yes, indeed. I think it's honestly probably a good idea for me to try and deal with these things now. Mind you, Gorgons suck to kill. They really do. And who knows what this garrison has. Well, we know Henrietta has to come here anyway to deal with this stuff, so let's just reunite as quickly as possible. No messing about. Ranged units will deal with this stuff much more reasonably. We can't afford the stables yet, either. But we're getting closer to reuniting. So what do you have to say for yourself?
Did you hear the news? Morton's laid siege to Rotwang. We must drive him back and soon. If we can't do it by the end of the month, that might spell big trouble.
Oh dear. So what's that quest actually asking? To defeat Morton by the end of the month. Okay. Well, we're working on it. Let's grab some money off the floor, shall we? Because we do need money. There's some crystal here. Let's grab the warehouse of wood. Grab the crystal. That's not really enough for what we need, but it's something. We'll need to reinforce next turn. I guess while we're here, let's deal with the champions. Of course, we'll use the power of sluggishness on these champions. And they are now slow. Okay. You just murder a stack, it's fine. You probably just murder a stack as well, don't you, Quell? Yes, you do. Look at that. Excellent. Well, I'll take the attack skill and press on with my day. It's time to open up this quest gate. Yes, it is. It's time. Stop messing around, Kill. Alright. Ending turn. Grab the derrick on the way, because it's money. You can have some money as well. We're almost shy of reinforcing you. If we were slightly better positioned, I could have perhaps done a bit more ferrying of troops backwards and forwards, but it is what it is. We'll grab this crystal now. That's still not enough to upgrade to Crimson Koatels, but we're getting there. Yeah, I mean, next turn you're going to be doing the whole thing, so that's fine. Alright, you can take 2 steps back, you can then move forward. What do we need to transfer? I also forgot we had Town Portal. That would have actually sped up the speed. I suppose that's the risk of taking a few moments between episodes, eh? So, let's just take those off you so we can take this town. And it is a good point that we should be using Town Portal in the near future. You can grab that once you finished of your turn. Let's open up this quest card. Great! These keys fit the lock. Shall we open the gate? Yes, we shall. What about these dragonflies that are in our way? Oh, do we wish to pursue and engage them? We have to slow them to not lose units. Nice. There we go. Look, it does give me a magic well, so I suppose that's worth it. A powerful wizard owns this tower. He refuses to let you pass unless you bring him the Cape of Silence. Yes, you can have it. I didn't want it anyway. Now let's check out the portal. Ah. Well, this wasn't very useful now, was it? Oh, hang on, there's more locations. This has potential. Yes, we can defeat you. I don't have the pathfinding boots, so that's going to suck, but... we just have to go through a swarm of wolf raiders and then we can kill Morton. Presumably it's an easy fight. I mean, looks doable. I mean, the game told me to rush, so I should rush, right? It wouldn't lie to me. Question is which way? That looks like there's dragons in the way, so let's try this direction. There's some cavaliers, but we can handle cavaliers. If that's the threat we have to deal with, so be it. It's week of the Gopher, everyone! What joy! Honestly, Winona might need to do her reinforcing soon, but hey. Money is still a limited factor, but hey, we've got units. Let's give them over to you. Mind you, I'm probably just going to duck up. Duck back. Grab the crystal. You can then pop off of the Trailblazer. You can pop onto the Trailblazer. Then we can transfer some units. It's probably time for you to transition to a factory army. Mind you, how many armies can we actually maintain? But I'll certainly take these off you, though. Because they're not doing anything for you or for this character. You can hop into the derrick. I don't know how the army ended up over there, but I guess that's fine. Actually, it is what I intended. Open this up. Well, at least we get to see what's over here too while we're at it. There's a catacombs there, that could be useful. Past the Minotaur Kings. And of course, now that we've seen this brown border guard, we can grab this Mighty Gorgon mine as well. Yeah, they mine Gorgons at that place. Alright. Let's charge the enemy. Well then. Don't mind if I do. Crystal? That's enough to upgrade our Serpentarium in the future. Once we have money, which obviously is not now, but we can upgrade it soon. Let's attack this Wolf Raider pack. Easy clear, easy level. There's another stables there we might want to unlock at some point. And then there's Morton. I mean, how hard can it be? Let's see, shall we? Apparently not difficult at all. Let's examine the fight properly, because obviously we don't want to lose units for no good reason. We want to make sure our Grenadiers are nice and safe. They're not going to be shooting the bounty hunters, because obviously that would be a bad idea because of the retaliation. Although it probably would be fine if we've got someone who's charged in there to stand next to them. That would be fine, like the Coatls here. We're going to do that plan though. We need to make sure they're actually in a position where they can reach, which they can now. You can be aggressive because you've got the upgraded invulnerability effect. Okay, we're just naturally faster. I don't think we need to start off with a spell. Maybe bless. But I guess we can just hit you and go from there. There we go. Just have luck. That's that easy. I could just kill these. That's fine. This could be a minor issue. Let's just see how it goes. Okay, just chain lightning. Fair enough. I mean, I suppose I could have cast protection from air. We do lose coattles, but just one. If I don't let a second spell get off, I guess that's something. Is that doable? You're already set to detonate death, aren't you? Yeah. Oh my goodness! That's a lot of damage! Break out the flex tape. Oh dear. Let's try that again. So, the ballista's actually the most dangerous ranged enemy there. Good to know. And yeah, we do have a bit of a chain lightning problem. There's only so much we can do about that, of course. I guess we can have it chain to just armadillos like so. Have this one stack set out here, so that way it just does this. I suppose if we just build a cluster of armadillos, that would do it. So, the ballista is a problem because we can't even kill it quickly. Do we just cast, like, air shield to deter the ballista from targeting it? Because there's no way we actually prevent that problem. Even this doesn't affect the ballista. I think it's air shield time. Because the ballista does more damage than the silly, I know what I need to do. I need to quick combat so I can undo. In order to make sure I have the positive luck, I need to make sure I hit first of those two creatures before I cast my spell. Should be fine. So I attack here. I activate this. I hit this. Get the luck. I hit here. Get the luck there as well. Tank the chain lightning. Now I should be able to cast my air shield. So, take out the dreadnoughts. Defend. Still a lot of damage. I mean, what else do I do? Do I just defend? I could try to not bring them, I guess. Nasty. That's still gonna kill them, though. Like, this fight's obviously easy. I'm just thinking, how can I conserve my army in a way that's efficient? I think even if I defend, they're still gonna... the ballista's still gonna target this. But obviously if I defend, I do get a big boost to the defense. Like, how much defense does this do? 7 defense skill. I mean, it's something. I don't think it does much, to be honest. The air shield's probably the best we can do. Okay. Well, let's do the run it back one more time. It sucks to lose so many halflings, but on the other hand, I can actually train them this mission. So I'm not that worried about losing some units. Obviously, it's never good to lose units, but it's not terrible. We do it this way, we can actually conserve some armadillos. Cool. Invulnerability. After you kill those bounty hunters. Ah, okay, they actually take the brunt of the chain lightning here. We then cast our air shield. Here it is. Then blow up the dreadnoughts. You can defend. We tank a lot of damage from them. So we're just gonna run away, right? So we kill these. We defend here. No, I need to go invulnerable. That's my bad. Okay. Sorry for so many attempts, but a plan is formulating. You may know what the plan is. It's to win the battle without losing all the quests. Possibly if I'd spent another, like, 10 minutes on this, I might be able to get a few extra units out of it. But I think this plan is solid enough for where we are in the game. A little bit aggressive. But we should be good. So let's air shield you, kill that, bend you, tank the hits. Then we kill you here. We may have to tank another thing, another spell though, that's the only issue. I guess I'll cast protection from air just in case we go invulnerable. Cool, nothing untoward there. Hopefully you can tank the hit. No, you can't. Okay. Maybe then we just slow and then run. Slow's probably better than the... Yeah, slow makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. Out you go, out you go, out you go. Start the combat. Go invulnerable. Kill the automaton. Kill the bounty hunters. Tank the lightning. Air shield the grenadiers. Destroy the dreadnoughts. Defend you. Okay, you will attack the hobgoblins. We then slow here, invulnerability here, which means they can't do anything, so they just stay in place, and they can be safely defeated. Excellent. Morton is no more, which means we should be able to unlock this quest guard, no problems, right? The guards here protect the lands beyond from the predations of Morton. They will not let anyone pass so long as the threat remains. Not that you have vanquished Morton, the threat is gone. Do you wish to pass? I do, thank you. Rotwang itself is apparently defended. Very lightly. I guess the problem is we have to tank a shot from arrow towers. Well, if that's the case... just reload the save. We can fix this problem. Not single scenario, thank you. The battle save. Because we can just say, alright Henrietta, behold halflings! One of you is going to take a bullet to the face. Problem solved. Behold the city of Rotwang. It has a city hall, and the ability to build serpentariums, and catacombs and other such niceties. It is a city that we have. It can even build a mage guild if we so desire. These are all good things to have in our inventory. We could even replenish those lost grenadiers right now, which is probably a good idea, frankly, because money. Troops, at least. I wouldn't mind a few armadillos, just to act as, you know, a bit of extra buffer for the one stacks. But, in other words, cool. We've actually defeated the first enemy on the road to greatness. We can start thinking about claiming mines, just securing an area. We can actually send Henrietta back down here now that we've defeated Morton to get this light blue Keymaster's tent, and just proceed from there. So I think I'm going to call the episode here. Thank you for watching. When we come back next time, more Heroes of Might and Magic 3.